Imagine a world that has pulsed with life for 140 million years. This is not a distant fossilized past. It is the living, breathing reality of the Borneo rainforest. Standing tall long before the Amazon took root, this ancient sanctuary is one of Earth's oldest and most vibrant ecosystems. It is a vast expanse of emerald green, draped across 3 nations, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei Darussalam. Here, time is not measured in years or decades, but in millennia. The air itself feels heavy with the secrets of ages, a humid, fragrant testament to the sheer resilience of nature and its unceasing drive to create, adapt, and flourish in a world that is constantly changing. This is a land of staggering statistics, a treasure chest of biodiversity that almost defies comprehension. It is a botanical paradise, home to an estimated 15,000 species of flowering plants, with over 6,000 of them found nowhere else on the planet. Look up, and you might glimpse one of the 420 resident bird species, their calls echoing through the dense foliage. In the shadows below, 222 species of mammals navigate their complex world, from the smallest shrew to the largest ape. This incredible richness is a direct result of its immense age and its stable, tropical climate, which has allowed life to evolve into countless wonderfully specialized forms over millions of years of uninterrupted creation. The island of Borneo itself is a cradle of evolution. Its unique geography, with towering mountain ranges and sprawling river systems, has created isolated pockets where new species can emerge. This isolation has fostered a remarkable level of endemism, meaning many of its creatures are utterly unique to this one island. 44 of its mammal species and 37 of its bird species are found only here, their fates intrinsically tied to the health of this single forest. To walk through the Borneo rainforest is to walk through a living museum, a gallery of evolutionary masterpieces that have been sculpted by time, climate, and the intricate dance of life itself. To truly understand this place, however, one must look beyond the numbers. It is about the feeling of being enveloped by a world so much older and more complex than our own. It's about the symphony of sounds, the buzz of insects, the chorus of frogs, the distant call of a primate that fills the air from dusk till dawn. It is a reminder of the raw, untamed power of the natural world, a place where every leaf, every creature, and every drop of rain plays a part in a grand, interconnected story. This is Hutan Kalimantan, Asia's ancient green paradise, and its story is one of wonder, complexity, and a fragile beauty that we are only just beginning to fully appreciate. The Borneo rainforest is not a single uniform entity. Instead, it is a living tapestry woven from countless threads, each layer a world unto itself, stacked one atop the other in a breathtaking display of nature's ingenuity. This forest is a complex multi-leveled metropolis, a vertical kingdom organized into 4 distinct layers. Each layer harbors its own microclimate, its own communities of plants and animals, and its own intricate web of survival strategies. At the very top is the emergent layer, where colossal trees, some reaching a staggering 70 meters into the sky, break through the main ceiling of the forest. These giants are the first to greet the morning sun and the last to feel its warmth as dusk falls. These titans stand like lonely sentinels, their crowns exposed to the full force of the sun, wind, and rain. Here, the air is drier and temperatures fluctuate more dramatically than anywhere else in the forest. This is the domain of powerful flyers, great eagles, hornbills, and other birds, who use these lofty perches to survey their vast territories. From these heights, they launch themselves into the open air, gliding on thermals in search of food or calling out to others across the treetops. Beneath this sparse upper level lies the true heart of the forest, the canopy. Here the branches of mature trees interlock to form a dense, continuous roof, 30 to 40 meters above the ground. This green ceiling is a world of its own, where sunlight filters through in shifting patterns, creating a mosaic of light and shadow. The air is humid and still, and the temperature remains relatively stable, protected from the extremes above and below. In this world of dappled sunlight, life flourishes in abundance. Vines and epiphytes cling to every available surface, drawing moisture from the air and nutrients from the debris that collects in the crooks of branches. The canopy is a bustling, vibrant city in the trees, rich with fruits, flowers, and leaves. Here plants compete fiercely for sunlight, sending out broad leaves and colourful blossoms to attract pollinators and dispersers. This abundance supports a spectacular array of arboreal life. Monkeys leap from branch to branch, birds flit among the leaves, and insects crawl, fly, and burrow in every nook and cranny. The orangutan, with its long, powerful arms, swings gracefully through the treetops, rarely descending to the ground. The proboscis monkey, with its distinctive nose, forages for leaves and fruit. Countless species of birds, lizards, and insects live out their entire lives here, never needing to touch the earth below. Descending further, we enter the understory, a shadowy world beneath the canopy where the light is dim and the air is thick with moisture. Here only a fraction of the sunlight from above can penetrate, creating a cool, damp environment. The temperature is stable, but the humidity is high, and the air is filled with the scent of earth and growing things. Life in the understory must be adapted to low-light conditions. Plants here have large shrubs, saplings, and broad-leafed plants stretch upwards, competing for the rare shafts of sunlight that pierce the canopy. Some will wait for decades, biding their time until a gap opens above and they can race toward the light. The understory is a haven for an incredible diversity of insects. Camouflaged stick insects blend seamlessly with twigs and leaves, while jewel-like beetles flash iridescent colors in the gloom. These insects pollinate flowers, break down organic matter, and serve as prey for larger creatures. Amphibians and reptiles prowl this layer, hunting among the tangled roots and damp leaf litter. Frogs call to each other in the twilight, while snakes and lizards slip silently through the shadows, perfectly adapted to the cool, moist environment. Finally, we arrive at the forest floor, the darkest and most mysterious layer of all. Here the world is cloaked in perpetual twilight, and the air is thick with the scent of decay. Only 1 or 2% of the sun's light ever reaches this realm. The air is still, humid and heavy, and the ground is soft beneath a thick layer of fallen leaves and organic debris. Here the process of decay reigns supreme. Leaves, twigs, and fallen branches are broken down by a hidden army of decomposers, transforming death into new life. A thick carpet of organic matter covers the ground, providing food and shelter for fungi, bacteria, and invertebrates. These organisms are the primary recyclers of the forest, tirelessly breaking down dead material and returning vital nutrients to the soil. Fungi send out delicate threads to break down wood and leaf litter, while beetles, ants, and worms tunnel through the debris, aerating the soil and aiding decomposition. This constant recycling ensures that nothing is wasted and that the forest remains fertile and alive. In this perpetual twilight, some of the forest's strangest inhabitants emerge. The parasitic Rafflesia flower, with its enormous fleshy bloom, thrives among the leaf litter, drawing nutrients from the roots of vines. Its presence is a reminder of the extraordinary adaptations that life in the rainforest demands. Each layer of the Borneo rainforest is a world of its own, shaped by light, moisture, and the endless dance of life and death. Together, they form one of the most complex and vibrant ecosystems on Earth, a living testament to the power and beauty of nature's design. High in the emerald canopy of Borneo, a remarkable creature moves with silent grace, Asia's only great ape, the Bornean orangutan. Its very name in the local language means person of the forest, a fitting tribute to its deep connection with this ancient green world. The Bornean orangutan is the largest tree-dwelling mammal on Earth, perfectly adapted to a life spent almost entirely above the ground. Every movement through the dense tangle of branches is a testament to its mastery of the arboreal realm. With arms that can stretch over 2 meters from fingertip to fingertip, orangutans are built for brachiation, swinging effortlessly from branch to branch. Their hands and feet are both strong and flexible, allowing them to grip, grasp, and maneuver through the forest with astonishing agility. Each swing is a calculated act, a blend of strength and balance as they navigate the ever-shifting canopy. Unlike many other primates, orangutans are semi-solitary by nature. Most of their lives are spent alone, moving quietly through the treetops, with only the occasional encounter with another of their kind. This solitary existence is an adaptation to the scattered and seasonal nature of their food sources. The exception to this solitude is the powerful bond between a mother and her offspring. This relationship is among the most enduring in the animal kingdom, lasting for years as the young orangutan learns the secrets of survival. For 6 to 8 years, a young orangutan remains close to its mother, observing and imitating her every move. This extended period of dependency is essential, as the skills required to thrive in the complex rainforest are many and intricate. The young learn to identify hundreds of plant species, discerning which fruits are ripe and safe to eat and which are best avoided. They watch as their mother selects the choicest leaves, peels tough-skinned fruits, and cracks open hard nuts with practiced ease. Fruit forms the core of the orangutan's diet, and their keen sense of smell helps them locate even the most elusive delicacies. Durian, rambutan, figs, and mangosteens are among their favorites, but they're also opportunistic, supplementing their meals with leaves, bark, flowers, and occasionally insects or bird eggs when fruit is scarce. Each evening, orangutans construct a new nest high in the trees, weaving together branches and leaves to create a secure platform for sleep. This nightly ritual is a vital skill passed from mother to child, ensuring safety from predators and comfort in the cool night air. Navigating the 3-dimensional maze of the canopy requires not only physical prowess but also a sharp memory and spatial awareness. Orangutans remember the locations of fruiting trees and the safest routes through the forest, skills honed over years of exploration. Because of the long period of maternal care, female orangutans reproduce slowly, giving birth only once every 8 years. This is the slowest reproductive rate of any land mammal, a strategy that ensures each offspring receives the attention and education needed to survive. This slow pace of life, while effective in a stable environment, leaves orangutan populations especially vulnerable to changes in their forest home. Any loss or disturbance in their habitat can have lasting consequences, as recovery is measured not in years but in generations. Among adult males, a dramatic transformation occurs with maturity. The most dominant develop large cheek pads or flanges and a prominent throat sac. These features are not just for display, they are vital tools in the orangutan's social world. The throat sac acts as a resonating chamber, amplifying the male's long call, a deep, booming vocalization that echoes through the forest for over a kilometer. This call serves as both a beacon and a warning, announcing the male's presence to others. Females listen for these calls, drawn to the dominant males, while other males are warned to keep their distance. These vocal displays help establish territories and social hierarchies, reducing the need for direct and often dangerous confrontations. The haunting sound of the long call is a defining feature of the Bornean rainforest, a lonely echo that speaks to the solitary, contemplative nature of these apes. Beyond their fascinating behaviors, orangutans are keystone species, playing a vital role in maintaining the health and diversity of their ecosystem. As they forage for fruit, orangutans act as the gardeners of the forest. Their wide-ranging movements and varied diet make them essential agents of seed dispersal. After consuming the fleshy pulp of fruits like durian and rambutan, they travel long distances before depositing the seeds in their droppings far from the parent tree. This natural process ensures that new saplings have space and sunlight to grow, helping to regenerate the forest and maintain its genetic diversity. In this way, the Bornean orangutan is not just a resident of the rainforest, but a vital architect of its future, shaping the landscape, nurturing new life, and sustaining the ancient paradise that is Borneo's green heart. Deep within the winding rivers, tangled mangrove swamps, and lush coastal lowlands of Borneo, a remarkable primate has evolved to thrive in this watery world, the Proboscis monkey, or bekantan. This species is a true marvel of adaptation, perfectly suited to the ever-changing mosaic of forest and water that defines its home. Instantly recognizable, the Proboscis monkey boasts one of the most extravagant noses in the animal kingdom. This feature is especially pronounced in males, whose large, pendulous, fleshy noses can hang well below their mouths. The male's nose is not merely ornamental, it acts as a resonance chamber, amplifying deep, honking calls that echo through the forest. These calls serve multiple purposes, attracting females, deterring rival males, and maintaining cohesion within the group. The larger the nose, the more resonant the call, and the more dominant the male's presence within his troop. This unique adaptation is a key part of the Proboscis monkey's social structure. Troops are typically led by a single dominant male, surrounded by several females and their offspring. Social bonds are strong, with grooming and vocal communication playing vital roles in maintaining harmony. The Proboscis monkey's specialization extends to its diet, which is highly unusual among primates. They are primarily folivores, feeding on the tough, fibrous leaves of mangrove and riverside trees. Their menu is supplemented with unripe fruits, seeds, and occasionally flowers, but it is the leaves, often toxic to other animals, that form the bulk of their sustenance. Many of these plants contain chemical compounds that would be dangerous to most other creatures. To overcome this, the Proboscis monkey has evolved a complex, multi-chambered stomach reminiscent of a ruminant's digestive system. This specialized stomach is filled with symbiotic bacteria that ferment the tough leaves and neutralize toxins, allowing the monkey to extract vital nutrients from a food source few others can exploit. The process of fermentation is slow, and as a result, Proboscis monkeys spend long hours resting and digesting, their distinctive pot-bellied appearance a testament to their unique adaptation. Social groups often gather in the safety of the trees where they rest, groom, and keep watch for danger. Life along the riverbanks presents its own unique set of challenges. The ever-shifting waterways demand agility and adaptability as groups must cross wide rivers to access new feeding grounds or escape threats. Unlike most primates, the Proboscis monkey is an accomplished swimmer. This rare skill is essential for survival in their watery world. Their partially webbed hands and feet act like paddles, propelling them efficiently through the water. With a spectacular leap, they launch themselves from high branches, plunging into the river below with a dramatic splash. Once in the water, they swim powerfully, often crossing considerable distances to reach the safety of the opposite bank. This remarkable adaptation allows them to exploit a habitat where land and water are in constant interplay, and where few other primates can compete. The Proboscis monkey's appearance is as unique as its lifestyle. The male's exaggerated noses and rounded bellies are not just curiosities, but the result of millions of years of evolution in a challenging environment. Within their groups, complex social interactions unfold. Females form strong bonds with each other and their young, while juveniles play and learn the skills they'll need to survive. The Proboscis monkey is a true icon of Borneo's riverine forests, perfectly attuned to the rhythms of the tides, the seasons, and the ever-present water. Its absolute dependence on these fragile mangrove and swamp forests makes it a key indicator species. Its presence signals a healthy, functioning ecosystem. Where the Proboscis monkey thrives, the rivers and forests are vibrant and alive, supporting a web of life found nowhere else on Earth. The Proboscis monkey stands as a living symbol of Borneo's ancient green paradise, a testament to the power of adaptation and the delicate balance of its watery world. Soaring high above the emerald canopy with powerful rhythmic wing beats, the hornbill is a true icon of the Asian rainforest. Its silhouette, gliding gracefully over the treetops, is a symbol of the wild, ancient forests of Borneo and beyond. Borneo is home to several species of these magnificent birds, but none is more culturally and ecologically significant than the rhinoceros hornbill. With its striking plumage and impressive size, it commands attention wherever it appears. The hornbill's diet is as varied as the forest itself, primarily frugivorous. These birds feast on a wide array of fruits, with figs being a particular favorite. Their strong curved bills allow them to pluck fruit from even the most precarious branches, and their keen eyesight helps them spot ripe offerings from afar. Occasionally, they supplement their diet with insects, small reptiles, and even the occasional small mammal, but fruit remains their staple. With a vast home range that can span tens of kilometers each day, hornbills travel farther than almost any other animal in the forest in their search for food. Their journeys take them from the heart of untouched jungle to the edges of regenerating clearings, always in pursuit of the next fruiting tree. This extensive travel is vital for the health of the rainforest. As hornbills move from tree to tree, they act as the forest's gardeners, carrying seeds across great distances. Unlike smaller birds that might drop seeds directly beneath a parent tree, hornbills have a different method. Their large size and powerful flight allow them to transport seeds far from where they were eaten. After consuming fruits whole, hornbills later regurgitate the larger, undamaged seeds, often in locations far from the original tree. This unique behavior ensures that seeds are scattered widely, giving them a better chance to germinate and grow in new, less competitive environments. This seed dispersal is profoundly important for the forest's structure and genetic diversity. By spreading seeds across the landscape, hornbills help maintain a rich mosaic of tree species, supporting the complex web of life that depends on the forest. Sometimes hornbills carry seeds into areas that have been degraded or cleared, kickstarting the process of regeneration. Their role as agents of renewal is crucial for the recovery of damaged forests. In essence, hornbills are planting the future forest, ensuring that it remains a vibrant, biodiverse tapestry rather than a monoculture dominated by a few parent trees. One of the most defining features of the hornbill is its enormous bill, topped with a large, often colourful casque. This structure is not just for show, it plays a vital role in the bird's life. In the case of the rhinoceros hornbill, the casque is a solid structure made of keratin, sometimes called red ivory for its value and density. It is both a tool and a symbol of status. While in most hornbill species the casque is hollow and used to amplify calls, the male rhinoceros hornbill uses his as a weapon, displaying and defending his territory. Males engage in spectacular mid-air jousting contests, ramming their casques together in dramatic displays of strength. These contests determine access to the best nesting sites and the right to pair with a mate. This unique behavior underscores the importance of the casque in their social lives, serving as both a weapon and a badge of fitness. The hornbill's breeding cycle is equally extraordinary, showcasing a remarkable level of partnership and trust. These birds are monogamous, forming lifelong bonds with a single partner. Once paired, hornbills remain together year after year, their bond strengthened by the challenges of raising young in the wild. When it is time to nest, the female seeks out a suitable cavity in a large ancient tree. She enters the hollow and, using a mixture of mud, fruit pulp, and her own droppings, seals herself inside, leaving only a narrow slit through which she can receive food. Inside this dark chamber, the female remains imprisoned for months, completely dependent on her mate for survival. She lays her eggs, incubates them, and cares for the chicks, all while molting her flight feathers, rendering her unable to leave. During this time, she's devoted to her young, keeping them warm and safe until they're ready to face the world. The nest becomes a sanctuary, protected from predators by the sealed entrance. The male hornbill is equally dedicated, returning to the nest day after day. He regurgitates food through the narrow opening, feeding his mate and their growing chicks until the family is ready to emerge and rejoin the forest. In this way, the hornbill's life cycle is a testament to resilience, cooperation, and the intricate balance of the rainforest ecosystem. Deep within the tangled heart of the Borneo rainforest, two of its most secretive and enigmatic residents move like shadows, creatures so rarely seen that they seem almost mythical, yet their presence is vital to the ancient balance of this green world. The first is the clouded leopard, a true phantom of the canopy. This elusive feline is rarely glimpsed, spending much of its life high above the forest floor, where the dense foliage and shifting light offer perfect cover. Its coat, adorned with large cloud-shaped markings, is a masterpiece of camouflage. These patterns break up its outline, allowing it to vanish into the mosaic of sun and shadow that dances across the rainforest. The clouded leopard is an unrivaled climber, navigating the vertical world of the rainforest with astonishing agility. Its flexible ankles and powerful limbs enable it to ascend, descend, and leap between branches with ease, making the treetops both its hunting ground and sanctuary. Unlike any other cat, it can rotate its ankles backward, allowing it to climb down trees head first and even hang suspended by its hind feet. This remarkable adaptation gives it access to prey and escape routes unavailable to other predators. The clouded leopard's survival depends on its ability to remain unseen. It hunts with patience and precision, stalking through the branches or waiting motionless for the perfect moment to strike. Its diet is as varied as the forest itself, including birds, monkeys, and small deer. Its most striking feature is its extraordinary canine teeth, the longest in proportion to body size of any living cat. These dagger-like fangs are reminiscent of the prehistoric saber-tooth, allowing it to dispatch prey swiftly and efficiently. With these formidable weapons, the clouded leopard can take down animals much larger than itself, from agile primates in the treetops to deer and wild pigs on the forest floor. Its hunting prowess ensures its place as a top predator. As an apex predator, the clouded leopard shapes the rainforest ecosystem. By regulating prey populations, it prevents any one species from dominating, maintaining a delicate balance that supports the diversity of life in the jungle. Its mere presence influences the behavior of other animals, driving them to adapt, stay alert, and move with caution. This constant interplay of predator and prey weaves the fabric of survival in the rainforest. On the forest floor, another elusive figure moves with quiet strength, the Bornean pygmy elephant. Despite its size, it is a master of concealment, often vanishing into the thick undergrowth, leaving only faint trails as evidence of its passing. The pygmy elephant is the smallest and most distinct of all Asian elephants, a unique subspecies that has evolved in isolation for thousands of years. Its compact stature allows it to navigate the dense rainforest with surprising agility. Recent genetic studies reveal that these elephants are not just smaller, but truly unique. Their features, rounded faces, large ears, long tails, and straight tusks set them apart from their mainland relatives. Their baby-faced appearance and gentle eyes belie a remarkable resilience. In the ever-changing rainforest, they rely on close-knit family groups for protection and support, communicating through low rumbles and subtle gestures. The pygmy elephant's survival strategy is rooted in cooperation and adaptability. They move silently through the forest, feeding on a wide variety of plants, fruits, and bark, constantly on the move to find fresh resources and avoid danger. These elephants are more than just inhabitants. They are the architects of the rainforest. Their massive bodies carve out trails through the undergrowth, opening pathways that countless other animals rely on for travel and foraging. As they move, they create a living network of trails used by deer, bears, and many smaller creatures. These corridors become lifelines, connecting feeding grounds and water sources across the vast rainforest. By uprooting trees and trampling vegetation, elephants create clearings that let sunlight reach the forest floor. These sunlit patches spark new growth, encouraging a rich diversity of plants and providing food for a multitude of species. During the dry season, their tusks and feet dig deep into the earth to uncover hidden water, forming natural waterholes. These precious pools sustain not only the elephants but also birds, mammals and insects, ensuring the survival of the entire forest community through times of scarcity. Deep within the shadowy, damp floor of the Borneo rainforest, a phenomenon both mysterious and extraordinary quietly takes place. Here the Rafflesia emerges, a flower of almost mythical stature, shrouded in the secrets of the ancient forest. Renowned as the largest single flower on Earth, certain species of Rafflesia can reach over 1 meter in diameter and weigh up to 10 kilograms, dwarfing nearly everything else on the forest floor. Yet the Rafflesia is unlike any other plant in the rainforest. It is a hollow parasite, a botanical enigma that has abandoned all the familiar features of plant life. The Rafflesia possesses no leaves to capture sunlight, no stem to rise above the undergrowth, and no roots to draw sustenance from the soil. Instead, it spends the vast majority of its existence as a hidden network of thread-like filaments, weaving silently through the tissues of its only host, the tetrastigma vine. The life cycle of the Rafflesia is a delicate dance of chance and timing. For months, or even years, it remains invisible, its presence betrayed only by the subtle changes it causes within the vine. Deep within the woody tissue, the Rafflesia's filaments slowly siphon nutrients, biding their time for the perfect moment to reveal themselves. When conditions align, a small cabbage-like bud begins to swell and push its way through the vine's bark, a silent herald of the spectacle to come. Over many months, this bud grows, gathering energy and anticipation, until at last it bursts open into a magnificent bloom, 5 thick, fleshy petals coloured in deep reds and browns unfurling in the filtered light of the forest. This breathtaking display is heartbreakingly brief. The flower's glory lasts only a few days before it begins to wilt and fade, returning to the forest floor. In this fleeting window, the Rafflesia must accomplish its singular purpose, reproduction. The rarity of its bloom, hidden deep within the rainforest, makes each flowering a precious event in the ecosystem. To ensure pollination, the Rafflesia employs a remarkable strategy of mimicry and deception. The flower emits a powerful, pungent odour, eerily reminiscent of rotting flesh, wafting through the undergrowth and drawing in the rainforest's most unlikely allies. Its thick, meat-coloured petals and the stench of decay are irresistible to carrion flies, the primary pollinators of the Rafflesia. Drawn by the promise of a feast, the flies crawl over the flower's central disc, searching for a place to lay their eggs, and in doing so they brush against the flower's reproductive organs. As they move from one bloom to another, these insects unwittingly transfer pollen, enabling the Rafflesia's rare and complex reproduction. Without the intervention of these flies, the flower's efforts would be in vain, its brief existence ending without legacy. Even after successful pollination, the Rafflesia's journey is fraught with peril. The flower produces a fruit packed with thousands of minuscule seeds, each one holding the hope of a new life. These seeds must somehow find their way to another tetrastigma vine, a task made even more daunting by the dense, competitive world of the rainforest floor. It is believed that small mammals, such as squirrels and tree shrews, play a crucial role in this final stage as they forage among the fallen fruit, inadvertently transporting the seeds. Seeds may cling to their feet or pass through their digestive tracts, eventually being deposited onto a wounded vine, where the parasitic cycle can begin anew, hidden from sight. The Rafflesia's existence is a testament to the intricate and fragile web of interdependence that defines the rainforest. Its survival depends on a precise sequence of events, each one a marvel of adaptation and cooperation. echoing the ancient rhythms of Borneo's green paradise. The Borneo rainforest is a living tapestry, woven from countless threads of life. Here, every organism, from the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, is part of a vast interconnected web. The balance and vitality of this ancient forest depend on the intricate relationships between animals and plants, each interaction shaping the world around it. Among the most vital contributors to this balance are the seed dispersers, animals whose daily lives are intimately tied to the fate of the forest's plants. The great orangutan, with its powerful arms and gentle curiosity, and the hornbill with its striking beak and keen eyes, are among the most celebrated of these dispersers. Yet the work of seed dispersal is not limited to the giants. Small birds, nimble bats, and even rodents all play their part, consuming fruits and carrying seeds far from their origins. This constant movement of seeds is the lifeblood of the rainforest. It ensures that new generations of trees can take root in fresh soil, away from the shadow and competition of their parents, and in doing so it maintains the forest's extraordinary genetic diversity. Without these animal partners, the forest would become stagnant, its diversity diminished, its resilience weakened. These creatures are the gardeners and farmers of the wild, tending to the forest with every meal and every journey. When a hornbill swallows a fig, it may travel several kilometers before regurgitating the seed, depositing it in a new patch of forest where it has a chance to thrive. This act is more than simple feeding. It is the planting of a future tree, far from the reach of its parents' roots, where it can grow without competition for light and nutrients. When an orangutan feasts on a durian, it swallows the seeds and later deposits them, encased in rich droppings, onto the forest floor. This natural fertilizer gives the seed a head start, providing nutrients that help it sprout and grow strong. By spreading seeds far and wide, these animals prevent overcrowding, reduce the risk of disease among related trees, and allow plants to colonize new or disturbed areas, keeping the forest dynamic and ever-changing. In gaps created by fallen trees or animal activity, new life quickly takes hold, filling the space with a mosaic of species. The health and diversity of the entire plant community, the very foundation of the rainforest, depend on these ceaseless animal-plant interactions. Every fruit eaten, every seed dropped, is a step in the ongoing dance of regeneration and renewal. Alongside the seed dispersers are the ecosystem engineers, species whose actions physically transform the landscape, creating opportunities for countless others. These engineers, such as the Bornean pygmy elephant, shape the forest with every step, every meal, and every movement. As they travel, they create clearings and trails, opening up the dense undergrowth and allowing sunlight to reach the forest floor. The Bornean pygmy elephant is a master of this craft, its movements carving pathways through the jungle. As these gentle giants move, they trample vegetation, push over small trees, and create a network of trails and clearings. These actions may seem destructive, but they are essential for the forest's health, creating space for new plants to grow and for light to reach the understory. The trails and clearings become vital corridors, not just for elephants but for a multitude of other species. These pathways are used by clouded leopards, sun bears, and countless smaller creatures, allowing them to move more easily through the dense jungle in search of food, mates, and shelter. The network of animal-made trails weaves the forest together, connecting distant parts and enabling the flow of life. From the elusive clouded leopard to the industrious sun bear, many species rely on these corridors to survive and thrive. The ease of movement provided by these trails helps maintain the delicate balance of predator and prey, forager and plant throughout the ecosystem. The engineering work of elephants goes beyond just creating paths. Their clearings allow sunlight to flood the dark understory, sparking a burst of new plant growth. In these sunlit patches, a different suite of plants can flourish, species that would otherwise be shaded out in the dense forest. This increases the overall diversity of the habitat, providing food and shelter for a wider array of animals. The result is a richer, more complex ecosystem where every niche is filled and every species has a role to play. During dry spells, elephants dig for water, creating essential water holes that become lifelines for many forest dwellers. These oases attract a multitude of animals, from birds to mammals, all drawn by the promise of water in a parched landscape. Even the dung left behind by elephants and other large animals is a treasure trove for the forest. Insects feed on it, seeds germinate within it, and nutrients are returned to the soil, fueling the next cycle of growth. The actions of a single species can ripple outward, touching every corner of the ecosystem and supporting its structure, function, and resilience. In the Borneo rainforest, the balance of life is maintained by these ceaseless animal-plant interactions, each one a thread in the fabric of the forest. Together, seed dispersers and ecosystem engineers shape a world of abundance, diversity, and wonder, a world where every life, no matter how small, helps sustain the ancient green paradise. Deep within the heart of Borneo, the ancient rainforest stands as a living testament to nature's enduring power and resilience. This green paradise, shaped by millions of years of evolution, faces not only the threats brought by humans, but also the formidable challenges posed by nature itself. The rainforest is a battleground where life constantly adapts to survive. Fierce storms sweep across the canopy, toppling ancient giants and opening gaps in the forest, allowing sunlight to pour in and new life to surge upward. Floods reshape the land, carving new channels and nourishing the soil, while droughts test the endurance of every living thing. Disease and predation are ever-present forces, shaping the balance of species. Trees compete for light and nutrients, their roots locked in a silent struggle beneath the earth. Insects and fungi break down fallen wood, returning vital nutrients to the soil and fueling the cycle of regeneration. Yet, in the face of these natural adversities, the Borneo rainforest reveals its remarkable ability to heal and renew. Seeds carried by the wind or by animals find fertile ground in the aftermath of storms. Pioneer plants quickly colonize open spaces, stabilizing the soil and paving the way for the return of towering trees. The animals, too, play their part in the forest's defense. Birds and mammals disperse seeds far and wide, ensuring the next generation of trees. Insects pollinate flowers, while predators keep populations in check, maintaining the delicate balance that sustains the ecosystem. Even fire, a force of destruction, can become an agent of renewal. In the aftermath of a blaze, certain seeds germinate only in the presence of heat, and new growth emerges from the ashes, richer and more diverse than before. The rainforest's resilience is woven into every leaf, every root, every creature. It is a living network where each part supports the whole, and where adversity is met with adaptation and renewal. The fight for Borneo's future is not only a struggle against external threats, but a testament to the power of nature to defend and restore itself. The rainforest endures, evolving with every challenge and offering hope that, given the chance, it can continue to thrive for countless generations to come. In the heart of Borneo, the ancient green paradise stands resilient, its future written in the language of adaptation, survival, and the unbreakable will of life itself. Above the dense undergrowth and towering trunks, a world of wonders unfolds in the rainforest canopy. Here, sunlight filters through a tapestry of emerald leaves, illuminating a hidden realm that floats high above the forest floor. This is the domain of epiphytes, plants that live on the branches of giants, drawing moisture from the air and thriving without ever touching the soil below. Orchids and ferns cling to twisting limbs, their roots woven into a living mosaic. In this aerial kingdom, life flourishes in unexpected forms. Vines snake between branches, creating bridges for nimble creatures to cross. Tiny frogs, perfectly camouflaged, leap from leaf to leaf, while dazzling butterflies drift on gentle breezes. Colourful birds dart through the foliage, their calls echoing in the vaulted green corridors. The canopy is also home to elusive mammals, from gliding squirrels that soar between trees to secretive primates that rarely descend to the ground. Insects of every shape and colour crawl and buzz, pollinating flowers and providing food for a host of predators. Each layer of the canopy teems with life, interconnected in a delicate balance. Here, far above the forest floor, the web of life is as complex and vital as the world below. Every branch, every leaf, every flutter of wings plays a part in a living symphony that sustains the rainforest's incredible diversity. The mysteries of the canopy remind us that even in the most familiar landscapes, there are worlds yet to be discovered, hidden realms where nature's creativity knows no bounds. Beneath the emerald canopy, rivers carve their way through the heart of Kalimantan's rainforest, shaping the land and sustaining life in countless forms. These winding waterways are more than just channels of water. They are lifelines that nourish the forest and its inhabitants. Crystal-clear streams ripple over smooth stones, creating habitats for an astonishing variety of fish. Sleek river catfish and colourful rasboras dart between submerged roots, while armoured loaches cling to the riverbed. Amphibians, like the vibrant Bornean flat-headed frog, thrive along muddy banks, their calls echoing through the humid air. Aquatic plants, from delicate water ferns to broad-leaved lilies, float on the surface and sway with the gentle current. Their leaves provide shelter for small creatures, while their roots anchor the riverbanks and prevent erosion. These rivers are corridors of biodiversity, connecting distant parts of the rainforest and allowing animals to move freely between habitats. They serve as nurseries for young fish and amphibians and as vital feeding grounds for birds and mammals. In the ever-changing dance between land and water, Kalimantan's rivers are the heartbeat of the forest, nurturing life, shaping landscapes, and weaving together the threads of this extraordinary ecosystem. As daylight fades, Kalimantan's rainforest transforms into a realm of shadows and secrets. The nighttime jungle stirs with a different kind of energy, where a symphony of chirps, croaks, and rustlings fills the humid air. Night-blooming flowers, like the moonlit epiphyllum, unfurl their petals in the darkness, releasing sweet fragrances to attract nocturnal pollinators. Moths with delicate velvet wings flutter from blossom to blossom, guided by scent and the faintest glimmers of moonlight. Tiny fireflies flicker among the leaves, their glowing bodies painting trails of light across the undergrowth. Predatory insects, such as the luminous click beetle, patrol tree trunks and branches, their bioluminescent spots warning off would-be attackers. High in the canopy, slow-moving colobus glide silently between trees, their wide eyes adapted to the faintest light. Owls perch motionless, listening for the scurry of rodents and frogs below. Meanwhile, civets and flying squirrels emerge from hidden dens, foraging for ripe fruits and insects under the cloak of night. Even the rainforest floor comes alive, with the soft footsteps of pangolins and the rustle of nocturnal lizards. Each night, this hidden world awakens, revealing ingenious adaptations for survival in a realm where darkness reigns and every sound tells a story. In Kalimantan, the jungle's nightlife is a breathtaking testament to the resilience and wonder of nature, thriving in the moonlit embrace of the rainforest. Rising above the dense green tapestry, the ancient giants of Kalimantan's rainforest stand as silent sentinels. Some of these colossal trees, like the towering dipterocarps and centuries-old ironwoods, have witnessed the passing of countless seasons, each ring in their trunk a hidden chronicle of storms, droughts, and times of abundance. Their massive roots anchor the forest floor, weaving through the earth and supporting entire ecosystems above and below ground. High in their branches, orchids and ferns cling to the bark, forming intricate gardens in the sky. Vines spiral upward, using the trees as living ladders to reach the sunlight. Deep within the crevices of their trunks, frogs and insects find shelter, while epiphytes draw moisture from the humid air. Fungi form hidden networks at their base, exchanging nutrients and helping trees communicate with each other in a secret language of survival. These ancient trees are more than just pillars of wood. They are the rainforest's memory keepers. Their presence shapes the microclimate, regulates water flow, and provides food and shelter for countless species. In every leaf, root, and whisper of wind through their branches, the oldest trees of Kalimantan share stories of resilience, endurance, and the interconnectedness of all life in this vibrant ecosystem. Beneath the towering trees and dense foliage, an invisible network pulses with life. This is the realm of fungi, bacteria, and decomposers, the rainforest's silent recyclers. As leaves, branches, and fallen giants return to the forest floor, they become fuel for an unseen transformation. Filaments of mycelium, the hidden body of fungi, weave through the soil and decaying wood, breaking down complex matter into simple nutrients. Mushrooms sprout from rotting logs, their delicate form signaling the ongoing cycle of renewal. Bacteria, working in tandem with fungi, further decompose organic matter, releasing essential minerals back into the earth. Tiny insects, millipedes, and earthworms join the process, shredding and consuming the remains. Together, these decomposers ensure that nothing in the rainforest is wasted. The nutrients they unlock feed the roots of ancient trees and nourish new growth, creating a continuous loop of life. Without these tireless recyclers, the forest would soon be buried in its own debris, its vitality lost. Instead, the work of fungi and decomposers keeps the ecosystem in perfect balance, sustaining the incredible diversity and resilience of Kalimantan's rainforest. In the shadows and soil, they are the quiet architects of renewal, ensuring that life in the jungle never truly ends, only transforms.